Hello everyone, this is HuskyStarcraft here, back with some more Bronze League Heroes! Now, I know, guys, I know it has been very, very long since my last video. I think it's actually been over a month, which is painful for me to say. But first of all, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Up in the top left side, it's gotta be Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus, that's definitely what it looks like it's spelled that way. We're gonna go with Mosasaurus, and down the bottom right side is gonna be a much easier to say name. It is going to be Doofy. So it is gonna be a Terran versus Protoss, one of my favorite matchups, and what a way to kick off Not Being Dead. I gotta say, Not Being Dead has been awesome. Now, I do want to say thank you to everyone who sent out the search dogs. Thank you to everyone who filed a missing online personality report, and thank you for all the kind emails and tweets and messages and all that. You guys are the best. Yes, I am still alive. Yes, I am still around. Yes, I still love StarCraft. Yes, I still love gaming. And yes, I still love pizza. It is still me, guys. The same old Husky. It has just been an absolutely crazy month. And two of the things that have been kind of slapping me in the face is, number one, I've actually been working on conserving my voice. This is something that I'm learning to get a little bit better about, as my voice did actually go out and was not fun for me. So I want to make sure that I am preserving my voice, because I want to be doing this for a very, very long time. So I actually had some doctor's appointments, been drinking lots of different teas that are recommended for kind of voicing. But when you've made over 3,000 videos, have I made that many at this point? I've made a lot, plus live streams, plus live events. Taking care of your voice is absolutely essential. I do not want to have my voice go out on me permanently in the future, so I had to maintain that. Also, my Battle.net account got all messed up. That was not fun. Pro tip, guys, use an authenticator, as I should have been doing that a long time ago. Definitely my bad. No one to blame but myself, but it's all sorted out now, and we are back and ready to play and or watch StarCraft. Have you guys been playing a lot of StarCraft? I hope you have been. I hope you have been. I also hope that we get a Nexus that looks like this in the near future. But anyways, this is Bronze League Heroes, where we cast the very best of the very worst. And the whole point of Bronze League Heroes is to make you guys realize that no matter at what level of StarCraft you may be as a player, always playing should be always fun. Whether you're winning or losing, I know losing sucks, but at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares if you lose? It honestly doesn't matter. What are they gonna do? Call you up and tell your mother how bad you are? Okay, they might do that, but even if they did, you gotta get over it. It's not that big of a deal, and that is why I love Bronze League Heroes. Actually, one of my favorite segments on my channel is casting Bronze League Heroes. So, anyways, we have Mosasaurus versus Doofy, a battle of the century, which right now looks like Mosasaurus is going to go ahead and get out of Stalker. He's got a probe kind of over here, lots of SCV, but he does have a probe moving out into the center of the map. Is he going to go to the other watchtower, or is he going to drop down a pylon? As both these players do have a worker out in the center of the map. And is he gonna set up a proxy pylon, or is he just gonna be scouting out to see exactly what's going on? Hasn't really seen all that much recently. He was able to scout out the main base, of course, but now he is ready to attack. Now, is he going to attack with only one gateway? It would be a bold move, especially since he is nowhere near completing that warp gate technology. He does have his expansion going to be on the way. The probe, I really don't know what this guy's deal is. He's just kind of hanging out here. Maybe he's looking for Mount Everest. He wants to go climb a mountain. Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. You guys remember that? Oh my God, nostalgia bombs being dropped here. I remember watching that in like high school, or was it college? It had to have been college. It had to have been college. YouTube wasn't a thing back then. But either way, we do have a Stalker going to go ahead and move out. There's going to be the one Zealot. They are ready for action. There is a bunker here, so I don't really think you're going to be able to get that much accomplished, especially with the wall incomplete here. And SCV right here might get taken out. Not even worth it, though, to sacrifice that. Cancels the bunker there. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but he did cancel it. Save the SCV, I suppose. Slightly delayed reaction right there, and down goes the bunker once again. So the Stalker Zealot actually doing more damage than they realize, as they did force a cancellation there. Now we do actually have, I actually want to say, Mosasaurus has been reading up on Protoss versus Terran. He's going for a gateway, he's getting a robotics, and he's adding on 2 more gateways. That's actually something that's reasonable. If this was Debate Club, that would be like a fairly well thought out argument. May not win the debate, but at least it's well thought out. He's like, I object. 3 gateways and a robo. That would be his argument. I would go for it. I would side with him. But either way, this is actually pretty solid. You can actually macro off of this quite well with the expansion going to be on the way as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Doofy, well, he does have some idle workers. He's got 3 Doofy workers, if you will, just kind of hanging out. Not too pleased with that, but I am pleased with not being dead. So that's always a good thing. Not being dead, I'm telling you guys, you should try it for your whole life. But either way, do the no, just one engineering beta. I'm tripping, man. We have the starport going to be on the way. That's going to be for the tech lab. Double bunkers are done. I feel like, considering this is Bronze League Heroes, that those double bunkers are going to go a long way in helping to defend. We do have the mules down there. I believe the idle workers have been taken care of, except for this guy. This guy literally is Doofy. This is the Doofy SCV. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he actually gets back to work, or if he just hangs out right there. I feel like he definitely has life figured out. He's like, you know what? I'm not working for the man. I am the man. So I'm just going to hang out here and oversee everything that's going on. We do have the observer going to go ahead and move on out. I got to say, Mosasaurus, he's doing awesome. He's got a legit build. He's got his robotics bay on the way. Got to be having those Colossus out, I would assume. But you should never assume in Bronze League Heroes, I suppose. And Doofy SCB is still hanging out here. He is flexing. He's like, look how strong I am. I could be a Thor someday. I'm going to grow up to be a Thor. I don't think so, though. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. The technology just is not there. We do have the observer right now. Got to go ahead and scout out exactly what's going on. Narrowly going to avoid detection as there is 3 missile turrets on the way. So he has to be careful not to float into the range of those. As the sensor tower for Doofy is done, missile turret right there manages to dodge that as well. I gotta say, Mosasaurus, having great attention to detail, does have a little bit too much money, and will be supply blocked soon if he's not careful and begins making those Colossus without... Oh! Down goes the observer there, as the missile turret did finally spot it, of course. But Mosasaurus needs to start hacking into that money he has, and he does, cutting into that trust fund. He does have extended thermal lance going to be on the way, Colossus on the way, hallucinated Phoenix on the way. I gotta say, man, Mosasaurus is well on his way to winning the next MLG. He's actually doing things that are intelligent. He's doing things that are smart. He's doing things that are intelligently smart. Look, I'm not very smart or good with words. Uh-oh, did I lose? Nope. SCV is still there. SCV is still hanging out. I don't want to lose track of Doofy, man. I want to see how long he is actually idle. Because at this rate, it may actually be the entire game. He may not have to work a day in his life. He's like, look, guys, I built a supply depot. That was the peak of my career, and I'm just going to live in there. Can't say that I blame him. If I was an SCV, I don't know that I would want to mine minerals all day. I would just want to hang out in my nice little air-conditioned SCV, that is for sure. Now, we do have a fusion core on the way. More missile turrets going to be on the way as well. This would explain why he's starting to hover quite a bit of money. We may be seeing this 2-base, 1-starport into battlecruiser play that we rarely see in the pro scene, and by rarely, I mean absolutely never, but that is okay. We actually do have the double starport. It's just the tech lab's not done yet, so he would only be able to make 1 battlecruiser at a time right now, waiting for that tech lab. Although, is he supply block? What's going on here? No, he has another starport got to be on the way. A double extra starport added on to the 2 that he already has. Is this going to be a 2-base mass battlecruiser play? I sure hope so. I mean, really, the fusion core serves no other purpose. I guess he does have a Raven on the way, but I feel like you mostly get the fusion core for the battlecruisers. There we go. He is going to go ahead and get that on the way. So he is building a battlecruiser, a siege tank, and a Raven. That is so Raven, as we do have the SCV still going to be chilling out there. He's got the sensor tower. He is hunkered down. I got to say, Doofy has life figured out. He's just like, I'm going to make all the fun units, whether Blizzard nerfs them or buffs them. I don't even care. Don't even care, because I'm going to have some fun. There's a behemoth reactor giving them additional energy when the battlecruisers spawn. I don't really know why you would ever get that upgrade, but he's saying, you know what, why would I ever get 4 starports and battlecruisers? Because they're awesome! And that is exactly what he's going to do here. Once again, the hallucinated Phoenix gets taken out. Missile turret thinking he got himself a kill, but no! It was a fake unit the whole time. Siege tank still just kind of hanging out here. Oh, Doofy SCV, he is back to work somewhere. We did lose track of him, but we will assume that he's going to continue to be lazy another day. We do have 4 gateways going to be on the way here for Mosasaurus as this game slowly begins to heat up, which is kind of ironic because we're in a snowy, cavernous place. I mean, basically this is the Battle of Hoth here, is we do have the Terran Defenders versus the Dark Side Protoss. I mean, that sounds about right? But either way, we do have more gateways going to be added on here for Mosasaurus. He is actually, well, in all honesty, both these players are macroing quite well, considering the ridiculousness of this game. We do have a 3rd base going to be on the way. What is this thing? Never quite noticed that one before. It's like a door into is like a refrigerator? No, well, it has a radiation symbol on it. So if you're ever standing near a refrigerator with a radiation symbol, probably don't want to eat from that restaurant. That is my life advice right there. Pro tip of the day is don't eat irradiated food. But we do have a 3rd base on the way for both of these players at around the same time, which that tickles my pickle. I feel like you just can't say that as a grown man and have anyone take you seriously, but you know what you can take seriously? Battle cruiser operational. We're going to be having the first battle cruiser start to spawn here. We already have 1. Additional one's going to be spawning right behind. Also going to be mixing in Vikings as well. This is a true testament to Bronze League heroes, as we have battlecruisers on the way on the Turtling 2-base Terran versus the Protoss player, who's basically getting the normal stuff you would get versus Marine Marauder, but we obviously don't be seeing any of that. Do we even have any Marauders on the field? No, just the 8 Marines to the bunker. The remainder of the army is battlecruisers and soon to be Vikings. We do have the pylon over here. Gotta go ahead and start warping in reinforcements. Can this be spotted? No. Doofy is actually playing in the dark here, although he does spot those little guys. Does he realize it, though? Because just because they're there doesn't mean you're looking at your mini-map. There's going to be a lot of stalkers down here. They do not have blink, though. And their upgrades looking not the greatest either at 1-1. We do have more additional upgrades actually on the way. Mothership Corps got to get out of there. Battlecruisers, man, they are pissed. They are ready to rumble. They don't have Yamada Cannon, but man, do they have a lot of energy. Not that that energy is useful for anything. It's actually a detriment if there were to be High Templar there. They could easily feed back on those battlecruisers, but it does look like right now that Mosasaurus is ready to walk on water. He is ready to kill this battlecruiser army. I don't know if he actually has enough right here, though. Especially the siege tanks on the high ground. No upgrades on those tanks, but they are just blasting away. Colossus might be able to take them out, but I feel like the damage has already been done, especially the splash damage on those stalkers. Battlecruisers here ready to go with the pretty sweet concave. Huge siege tank shot right there at the end, killing off several units, damaging even more. And I gotta say, it looks like Doofy has managed to hold on. He has managed to scare away this army. 1,350 resources lost to a mere 200. I don't really think there's been that many workers killed. Actually, the amount of workers killed is 0. 0 workers killed. I love in Bronze League Heroes, it basically comes down to like 500 workers being killed or 0. There's really no in between, just because these players, they either control their probes very poorly or they don't find a way to ever harass. It's one or the other, man. We do have double Stargate going to be on the way, though. Double Stargate all the way across the sky. I'm kind of hoping for Mass Void Ray, to be honest. There was going to be some Templar action going on. I think he decided to cancel that. Not sure if he meant to or not, but we do have the double upgrades, and I will say that the upgrades will definitely help out. Of course, the stalkers do additional damage versus battlecruisers, and you know, anytime you can keep your units alive longer is always a good idea. There, Zealots, why would they warp in on the front lines and then run all the way back home? These are the things that I don't try and think about while casting, but it does look like, you know, trying to run there, trying to harass a little bit. Did the Zealot like slip through here? He must have. Oh, he's over here. Where is that Zealot going? He is actually scouting the base over here, though, so I can't make fun of this too much. I will say it's funny to warp them in on the most dangerous pylon that is currently on the field. Siege tank right here, gonna slowly inch his way. Now, remember, when you are approaching a pylon as a siege tank, you want to be very careful. You never know exactly what the pylon's gonna do. It could look at you, it could sit there and spin. You never know, so you want to be very careful. Does manage to clean that one up, and does manage to kill off another building, which, you know, not the most exciting thing, but I gotta say for Doofy, that is a big life achievement. Right now, Mosasaurus is going to be having his 4th base on the way, and Void Rays are on the way for Mosasaurus. I gotta say, Void Rays are a nice counter to everything in the game ever. Am I right, guys? No, well, they're good versus battlecruisers, I will say that. Especially if he activates that prismatic alignment, so he's gonna have to hit that hotkey to activate that prismatic alignment, start taking down those battlecruisers. We'll see if that actually plays a role here or not. But I gotta say, with the Vikings out on the field, Vikings are pretty good versus the Void Rays as well, but Void Rays also pretty good versus Vikings. So I think a lot of it is going to come down to micro and also who just has the bigger face smash army. I was saying smash fast, but that doesn't quite make sense. As we do have, I just realized this is double planetaries. Double planetaries at the 3rd base. That base is not going anywhere anytime soon. And of course loses the, what was that scan? Oh, he's looking for that pylon. All right. I feel like the planetary fortress is just barely out of range. He's just like, oh, I got to stretch my arms a little bit more to kill that off. But battlecruisers once again going to steal all the glory. There's going to be a Zealot going ahead and running around. This SCV finally going to get taken out. It looks like the SCV not even trying to run, as he did his due diligence to watch that watchtower. Unfortunately, he also watched himself die. No good, no good at all. We do have the battlecruisers here, though. Still no upgrades, and that is fine. That's fine. We have this many battlecruisers. You don't need no stinking upgrades. What you do have to worry about, though, is going to be these Void Rays, and he does have Yamada Cannon. I've been told that I say that word incorrectly every time over the last 3 years. You guys are probably correct. I've also been told that I say nuclear wrong. Apparently, it's not nuclear. It's nuclear. Look, I'm a stupid American. I don't need to know how to say things correctly. We just invent and steal our own words. We do have Templar Archives now done. It's actually in the exact same place that it was originally planned to be. But I guess with the budget cuts, it took him a little bit longer to get it. He could research Psystorm or just get out the High Templar. Gotta clear out that throat. But could get the High Templar out to go ahead and feed back on those battlecruisers. And the battlecruisers, remember, they do have full energy, so that's gonna be a lot of damage straight to the face. And of course, removes the ability to use that Yomata cannon. I'm going to say it however I please, as we do have some ice. I love how it literally just says ice. It's not like destructible ice. It's not ice wall. It's just ice. It's just ice. And what is this? Debris? Yes, it is. It's not destructible debris. It's just debris. Just debris, just ice. This is just the Ursadak calf, which, do they have eyeballs? Is that their eye down there? That seems like a horrible place for an eyeball. I feel like evolution would not allow for an eyeball down there. But, either way, we do have battlecruiser count, 2 more on the way. Is currently in the double digits, though. I gotta say, I'm actually quite excited about this because this is turning into a ridiculous macro game, which is not something we get to see that often in Bronze League Heroes. A lot of times it will be a base race, but definitely not a big macro game. Here's gonna be the Zealot counterattack, swing on down. It's not even really a counterattack. It's just more like these guys are expendable. This is like the Expendables 4 or 3 or whatever Expendables movie they're on right now. And these are the guys. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger. We got Sylvester Stallone. We got everyone in there. Unfortunately, I don't remember in the movie when they're running and punching a building. That's exactly what's happening here. I gotta say, though, the Zealots with full upgrades might actually be able to kill off this first planetary, and they do. Can they get planetary number 4? I'm actually curious to see if they can. If the SCVs don't repair, it could be a close race. More units, though, are going to be running down here. The siege tanks trying to help out. They may actually just be doing more splash damage, though, than helping out. The SCV is not going to be repaired, and it does look like the planetary fortress goes down. If only hit some sort of giant flying fortress that could shoot these melee-only units. There they are as the battlecruisers finally catch up. Siege tanks like, well, I got 3 kills. I don't know if that includes the planetary fortress I also killed. And this planetary fortress right here deciding not to cancel it and lift it off. Instead, just deciding, you know what? I tried placing 2 planetary fortresses here, and they both died. So, obviously, this is where it should be. Long distance mining going on. But keep in mind that both these players also have, like, unlimited money right now. This is a problem that I wish I had in real life. But it does like more Zealots going to go ahead and warp on in to attack this, well, another planetary. These Zealots may be getting quite lucky here. Nope, and by lucky I mean super dead. They are not going to be listening to some Daft Punk lucky. They're just going to be listening to some Rob Zombie. I'm sure he has a song about dying. But that is exactly what they've been listening to. Anyone who knows Rob Zombie, tell me one of his songs about dying. He's got to have one, right? I mean, his name's Zombie. Rob Zombie. How do you have a name like Rob Zombie and not have a song about dying? But either way, we do have battlecruisers continuing to be on the way. We also have the upgrade for the air units for Protoss. I gotta say, Mosasaurus playing a little bit better here as far as standard games go. There's going to be the maxing out at about 50 APM for both of these players. But I will say Mosasaurus playing a much more standard PvT. But when you allow your opponent to get this many battlecruisers, is there such a thing as standard? Look at how many Venn diagrams we have going on here. All these sensor towers here detecting that entire area. Wouldn't be surprised to see even more going down. But he is ready. It is time. Still no upgrades on these units, but that is A-okay. He does not care where it's going to be the Obama cannon. He could easily blow up that Nexus if he wants to, but so far, looks like the answer is no. I'm just going to auto-attack. Might want to go ahead and back up. Yamada canning, that would have been a good idea, as now the units have recalled back to that Nexus. Void Rays here are ready to go. Keep an eye on the supplies right now. They'll also bring up the resources lost tab. Overall, though, looks like Mosasaurus falling behind as the battlecruiser is just refusing to die. There's Yamada cannons finally coming up. Why he's using them on Stalkers is beyond me, which it does give the Stalkers a little bit more time to go ahead and clear up this, well, they're not clearing up anything. Well, there's a chance of rain, but also a chance of massive battlecruisers killing your entire base. Guess what, though? The Zealots are out for blood and vengeance, as they're going to go ahead and kill off these buildings down here. Can he kill off those planetary fortresses in time, though? As we do have the battlecruisers just gotta be sitting around. They actually need to be getting into the action because there's still more units being produced here. Lots of money for Mosasaurus to be spent right now. And the more units he warps in, the ability to actually win this game continues to rise as those Void Rays can chase those flying units. But right now, it somehow has turned into not only a macro game, but also a base race game. Void Ray right there probably gonna get intercepted and not be doing that much. As, yes, they actually both do. The Archon right there actually managed to kill off one unit, though. Might be able to kill off another Viking. No, I think he's going to get kited into this army as well. Where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. He's just like, nope, my job is to defend this pylon, and I'm going to do just that. More units could easily be on the way. But at this point, it's just Mass Zealot down here after wave of Mass Zealot, followed up by Mass Zealot. It does look like the battlecruisers right here should be able to hold these off for quite some time. Their planetary fortress is going to go down. Keep in mind, this base is still up and running. Still lots of money here for Mosasaurus. This could go either way. Terran is way ahead, but at the same time, he is losing his income. If we take a look at the income right now, Mosasaurus is actually ahead in the income by a great deal. Actually, that is a lot of Zealots, man. I don't think they could ever break up this ramp. I gotta say, these siege tanks have been troopers hanging out this entire time. The battle cruisers are going to be able to take out the entire base over here. 3 more battle cruisers are going to be on the way. Can the Mass Zealot Army March of Death do anything effective? It looks like the Marines are going to get taken out. Possibly the salvage bunkers there not protecting them any longer. I don't know that he can actually win with this Mass Zealots, but hey, he sure as hell is going to try just throwing them away, killing off all the infrastructure right now, at least as far as the income is concerned, killing off more and more orbital. I think that brings his income down literally to 0 here. Can he do it? The stream of Zealots doing a surprising amount of damage. The Battlecruiser not really able to keep up. Can he hold the line? The siege tanks here trying to defend themselves, but I don't know. Looks like the supply depot may actually go down. The Zealots got to try and run in here into the main base. They actually managed to. Why are these Zealots still alive? More units on the way. High Templar and Archon's going to be joining in as well. This is going to be a ridiculous base race. Unfortunately, he decided not to lift off any of his buildings as they're trying to produce additional units here, but it may be too little too late. Why are these Zealots still alive? I do not understand what is even happening in this game anymore, as we do have the Battlecruiser here going to try and chase this down, but it may be too little too late. There he goes. He finally lifts off the orbital command. Where is going to be any anti-air to prevent this orbital command from floating away? I don't think that there is any anti-air in this army. Where are those Archons at? Maybe having already gotten taken out. The Zealots here, though, managing to just beast mode their way through. Remember, these Battlecruisers don't have any upgrades, so the Zealots, that's just why they are not dying, as the Battlecruisers is even unable to kill buildings quickly enough, as they just do not have the DPS to be able to do so. Zealots right now are going to be taking out several supply depots. All that remains, I believe, as far as structures are concerned, is, yes, this one orbital command. The Zealots here, look, they're not even dying that quickly. Yes, a lot of them are in red, but that doesn't matter if they are still alive. Mosasaurus here going to be able to take out yet another base. Can there be any anti-air in position to kill off this orbital command? We got to keep an eye on this. I don't know which way this game's actually going to go. For now, though, we will keep an eye on the production tab, see if anything gets produced, as it does look like the Battlecruisers there trying to chase down those probes. They realize, uh-oh, there is another base here. Could Yomada cannon down that Nexus in like one volley, though, or at least pretty darn close. Vikings right here do get scared away. Mosasaurus trying to claw his way back into this game. He does have about an equal supply right now, and down goes the Nexus. I believe that is the last Nexus. Wait. There's still a Nexus inside the main base. Still a little bit of long distance mining going on here. Keep in mind that Mosasaurus, though, is completely out of resources, and he's going to be losing even additional probes. He cannot afford to be losing these. How many does he have right now? Only 14. And doesn't have to build any pylons, which is nice. Doofy could probably go for landing these Vikings. The one orbital command slowly going to be putting its way over there. Now, the important thing here to realize is that Doofy does not have any SCVs. He cannot make any SCVs because he doesn't have any supply depots. Can't make supply depots because of the lack of SCVs. So literally the only building he has left is this one orbital command. If he does not keep this alive, then that is it. Stalkers here trying to chase it down. Now remember though, these Stalkers do not know where this orbital command is because it's not revealed. The fact of the matter is that his one last building is a town hall, is a command center, so it's not going to be revealed to his opponent. So it looks like Mosasaurus has got to search around, see exactly what's going on, and try and find where that orbital command is at. These Battlecruisers, though, the time is ticking right now. These probes do not really seem that smart to go ahead and place pylons all around the map, but as soon as this last Nexus is dead, it will begin revealing those. It does look like some more probes will get taken out. However, these Battlecruisers realize, okay, this is exactly where these probes are going. We're going to find that home base, and we're going to kill it. If he kills this Nexus, he'll be able to see exactly where all these buildings are after a little bit of in-game time, and that's exactly what's going to happen right now. The probes have nowhere to go. They think they do, but they're basically just going to mining and then have nowhere to return it to. I will say, though, this orbital command needs to be floating over here where none of these ground units can find it. If those Stalkers end up hunting it down and kill it off, that would be a huge upset. These Vikings definitely need to start landing, though. I'm not really sure why they're patrolling back and forth, but I gotta say, man, Doofy, you gotta focus here. You gotta pull yourself together. You can actually win this, and if nothing else, you can force a draw. Not that it would ever be a draw, though. He just has to pull this command center back. That's literally all he has to do. The Vikings over here, though, I'm not quite sure why they're up in the air, but hey, it is Bronze League Heroes. But remember, if the orbital command floats over here, it cannot be killed off by any of those Stalkers. The Stalkers are the last hope here for Mosasaurus. Army supply right now is all that really matters. 76 supply to 114. Probes are actually trying to drop down pylons with the last few resources they have. Does put them in the top right corners of the map. That one's still there by the ice. the double ice over here. If you double click on the ice, it gives you 2. That is how close they are. But it does look at the Battlecruiser right here trying to finish this off. This could be a huge upset if this orbital command gets spotted. I'm telling you guys, this is a very dangerous moment in this game. I'm not quite sure where the stalkers are at. There they are. They're going to have to find out a way to kill off this orbital command, or the game could just be over. But either way, this game has been super duper crazy close, and I almost lost my voice once again by just casting this one game. Why, Sinvicta, do you always have to pick the epic games to send me? That is just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. As it does look like the battlecruisers here are going to go ahead and take out this last 2 pylons. Yes, it does. The orbital command here, though, hasn't been spotted. Can these probes spot it? Just barely not. Maybe they caught a glimpse of it, though, momentarily, as the stalkers are going to go ahead and move on out of this orbital command. Gets forgotten about. It's already low on HP. He could land and repair it with the mules. Remember, you do not need supply to repair, and he has plenty of money to repair that. But this army for Protoss starting to move out right now. Mosasaurus is on the move. The battlecruiser here is going to catch a glimpse of this. Does he begin firing? How are those not in range? What are you doing, battlecruiser? Apparently, the aggro range here, not that great. Battlecruisers here start blasting away at this army. Where are the stalkers at, though? They're over on the right side. Orbital command going to be joining up with the army finally, making me a little bit nervous here for just a moment. But no, it actually might happen. Oh god, my worst fears may be absolutely true here, as it does look like the stalkers are going to find it. Is it going to be enough? To remember, they don't have blinks, so maybe the orbital command can make it away. But overall, if we take a look at the resources lost, it doesn't matter, because there's just one command center right here. It's going to get taken out. Oh no, his army's completely out of position. He's over here killing the zealots. I think that might actually be it. There's going to be the GG from Doofy. No, Doofy, you done doofed. You done doofed, Doofy, as he does get eliminated. I do not understand this game anymore. I do not understand anything. I am just going to go take a long cold shower. That is all there is to it. A big thanks to my friend Sinvicta for sorting through the replays. His links down below. A big thanks to all of you for the support and the nice messages. If you would like to submit your replays to God, my voice, man, I'm telling you. If you'd like to submit your replays, send them to huskyreplays@gmail.com. And if they are this epic, you get to listen to me absolutely lose my mind, because I love StarCraft 2. All right, hope you guys enjoy, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.